Three of the main consequences of untreated hearing loss are appearance of memory loss, auditory fatigue, and social isolation and withdrawal. The first unintended consequence of untreated hearing loss is the appearance of memory loss. Imagine a husband and a wife are driving down the road. There's the sound of the car, the radio, there's outside noise all around. The husband doesn't want to disappoint his wife and indicate that he's not hearing her, so he's working extra hard to make sure that he hears everything that she says. Well, because he's working so hard, his brain is using extra resources and therefore may not store that conversation as a memory. So when his wife references the conversation later, he may not remember what the conversation was about or even having had the conversation in the first place. This makes it appear that the husband has memory loss. Now his wife may start accusing him of having dementia or memory loss when it was actually hearing loss in the first place. A second unintended consequence of untreated hearing loss is auditory fatigue. So hearing is supposed to be passive. You shouldn't have to work very hard to hear. It's supposed to be easy and effortless. Auditory fatigue can happen when somebody who has untreated hearing loss has to spend a lot of extra effort just trying to hear the things that everybody else hears more easily. They may leave a party and be exhausted because of the work that it took to be able to hear over the background noise. A third example of an unintended consequence of untreated hearing loss is social isolation and withdrawal. If you're having difficulty hearing and you go to parties or restaurants with your friends, at first it may be okay to ask them to repeat things so that you can continue being a part of the conversation. But after a while, your friends are going to get annoyed if you have to ask for repetition often. And you may feel like a burden, so you may just find it easier to smile and nod at the conversation, even if you don't really know what's happening. If that continues to happen, you may find it's just easier to decline the invitation altogether and stay home instead of going out and spending time with friends. These are the three main unintended consequences of untreated hearing loss: the appearance of memory loss, auditory fatigue, and social isolation and withdrawal. If you even suspect a little bit of untreated hearing loss, it's important that you go and get your hearing checked as soon as possible.